I've realized nearly with every tip, I'm saying, oh, this is one of my most favorite. But what it's made me realize is that all of these things that I've learnt over the years and the tips and the tools that I'm sharing, I now embody in my life day to day. And I really do believe that that's why through challenges, through chaos, through change, my mood can stay very elevated, calm and centered. So today's tip is to pause, look up, and keep smiling. Remember, you might recall from one of the other tips I spoke about your body not knowing the difference between thinking something and actually experiencing it. So, the moment that you smile, your body starts to go, he, she, you are happy. So it starts to kick in all the happy hormones and starts flooding you with the serotonin and the dopamine of you in a happy state. One of the other things I do when I'm working with clients and we're doing this smiling one, because there'll be a part of you that's like, ugh, I feel like an idiot smiling for a minute. But how weird is that we feel more comfortable frowning or in a kind of down, depressed looking state? It's also been proven that looking down does depress our mood and our energy. So having moments, particularly if you're working in self-isolation or remotely at this moment in time, where you look up and smile, and straight away, our energy starts to feel different. It might seem strange to schedule in a minute to smile in your day. Just try it. There are lots of tips and tools, and I'm not talking to you about doing every single one every day, but finding one that works for you. This looking up and smile is a great one I've found. Now, obviously, we're less encouraging of people being out on the streets at this moment in time, but for future thinking, and if you're in a place that's not self-isolating at this moment in time, or social isolating, smiling at strangers. It literally is what juices me up and gives me so much energy in the mornings, because it's this connection. But also, we're on phones so much these days that we're looking down. So looking up, smiling, connecting, smiling at the sky, smiling at the stars if it's the night, but just allowing your body to be open in that state starts to tell your brain and your body and your biochemicals that are going on, you're happy right now. And for no other reason than you're just choosing a minute of happiness. In between the calm and the chaos, there might be resistance to this. So I invite you to just give yourself permission throughout all the change and challenge that's going on to have 1 minute where you allow yourself to smile and be happy. And notice how contagious it is, how good it feels. And every time I meet people these days, they're like, hey, you just smile a lot. There was a guy that I met a couple of weeks ago as I was meditating on the rock, and he walked past and he said to me, why are you smiling? Like in between all this world chaos that's going on. He's like, why are you smiling? And I was like, well, look, the sunrise, I'm out in nature, it's this beautiful moment in time. And he kind of like laughed, but was like, ugh, whatever. And then 2 days later, I walked past him and I was like, morning. And he goes, it's you. It's that smiley girl. And we both started laughing. And he goes, it's been 48 hours. Why are you still smiling? And look, I'm not saying smile every single moment of every single day. There is going to be sucky times at this moment in time. But what if you just chose to be happy for a minute? And notice how it makes you feel from the inside out. And imagine if as you were smiling, you started to think about the people, the places, the experiences in your life that you are grateful for, that you're appreciative for, the things that are working in your life right now, rather than maybe anything that's missing or the stress and challenges that are coming up. But we want to also acknowledge those, but what about a minute of smiling and the difference that could bring? Good luck, and I look forward to hearing how you go.